Hi, it's Gary Kay. We're here in the SpinetiX booth at InfoComm 2021. I'm here with George Preston, VP of North American Sales. How are you doing, George?
Super. Great show. Expected.
Over the pandemic, one of the things that SpinetiX spent a lot of their time and money on is ramping up support here in North America, and you've headed that up. Talk about your commitment to not just being a European or a global company, but being known as a North American company.
Definitely. I mean, that is actually a consistent theme of what lots of people are talking to hear us about at the show here. What support do we offer? Perhaps some people have had some experiences over the last 18 months when they couldn't get to screens that they needed to change and really saw what it was like to be in that kind of fix. Here we've added to our distributors, so we now have 3 distributors covering the USA, adding more choice for dealers. We have I'm building out my team with my colleague Dale Waite over in the Western region, network of reps, and then also we've got better support facilities built into the product now that actually reduces the need for support a bit, because our dealers are avoiding having to talk to the end users about questions which can just be solved really easily.
Yeah, and part of that is something you launched a couple of years ago called ARYA, that we were part of that initial launch of ARYA, and that's a cloud-based signage system, and it's a true system. It's not just we're sending content through the cloud. It's a true cloud-based content system here, and let's see if we can get this to start playing here. Talk about that for just a second.
End users love ARYA. Every demo we do of ARYA to an end user, they say this is really simple. They take things which I would take for granted, like being able to skin the templates, being able to put their own fonts and brand everything so they can get started without having to do that every time. But then coming back to that same support thing, being able to click on a button in the browser and just say to someone, do you know what, I've forgotten my password? Or how do I change this template like it did before? And have real people, not bots, not just an email ticket with a 24-hour response. People respond right there. Sometimes, some days, our support team, our offshore team, is handling hundreds and hundreds of inquiries a day that otherwise would have been more of a hassle for everyone, because the end user's got to find someone at the dealer's got to pick up the phone. We eliminate all that.
Yeah, and it's since it's cloud-based, you can centrally manage any kind of digital signage system anywhere in the world, even from your house.
Anywhere in the world, the latency is something amazing like 1.5 to 2 seconds, and it's entirely backwards compatible with our previous family of players. So we have end users.
It is? It's completely backwards compatible? I did not know that.
Yeah. 7-year-old device. The HP 300, 350, a 7-year-old architecture. If you invested in that 7 years ago, all you apply is a firmware update, it works with that.
By the way, the best looking media player ever. That product was the best looking digital signage media player ever. You know that, right? It was beautiful.
Our designers will be very happy to.
It was beautiful. Hey, so one of the things that I'm really excited about is this new feature that you have called Live Agent. Talk about what Live Agent is.
I'm going to give you an example because I think it's the best way of explaining this use case. I was back in the UK, where I'm from, in August, and I was stuck at a kind of remote railway station somewhere. Couldn't get through the barrier. My paper ticket was crumpled on one corner. And they had this feature on the ticket machine. Pressed a button, to my surprise, delight, someone's face pops up on the screen, clear audio saying, what's the problem? I explained. They said to me, can you hold the ticket up to the camera? Held it up. They said, that's fine. They pressed the button. The gate opened.
They already had this? That's incredible.
They already had this. I gather it's a new thing. Okay. So many ways of scaling that in scenarios. We're having customers in airports, in transit, really interested.
So this adds the ability to have that live agent support on top of a digital signage network, in the case we're using it to serve live customers.
Exactly. So it needs to be a touchscreen, ideally, because we need that initial trigger.
Or a button. I guess you could have a button, couldn't you?
You could have a button. You could even, as we had someone talking to us about yesterday, do touch contactless with gestures. So anything you like. And then the calling, whether you go and call around a number of agents or you call one person, is all done in the cloud.
Right. And it's run by ARYA?
It's run by ARYA. There's also an on-premise version of this available, not just the cloud.
When is this available?
This is available right now. It needs the HP 400. The firmware upgrade came out in Q1. Just hit update and you'll get access to this feature.
All right, you can learn more at SpinetiX.com, SpinetiX.com. George, congratulations, and you're doing a great job here in North America. And I appreciate the fact that you're here at InfoComm 2021 and you stuck it out. And I'm glad that you're getting good response from the people visiting your booth.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you. And we'll see SpinetiX again at ISE. But in the meantime, we actually shot individual videos on these things we just talked about. Type in SpinetiX in the video search window on ravepubs.com/InfoComm 2021. Thank you.